Wait a minute. You're telling me that guests got to ride Rock and Roller Coaster, get stuck at the highest point, have the lights turn on, get evacuated, and see the entire track? That's pretty cool. But we'll give you another way that you can see the entire blueprint without breaking down. But first, a good Saturday morning to you and how you be. Welcome into Inside 300, presented by InsideTheMagic.com. I'm your host, Brian Perry. We'll get to that rockin' story in a second. We've also got other news to get to, including Disneyland Paris' new FastPass system, the standby pass, that doesn't seem to be working too well, which surprises absolutely nobody. So, we've started the clock. Let's start the show. All right, sound the alarm. We have a new ride evacuation alert out of Walt Disney World. Here on Inside 300, we've shown you people being forced off of iconic attractions a bit early, like Tower of Terror and Pirates of the Caribbean. And now, for our third course, we have a great look at Rock and Roller Coaster with the lights on. The Hollywood Studios' not-so-smooth limousine ride dealt with some technical difficulties this week, leading to guests like Haley getting stuck in excess of 30 minutes. I guess the traffic really was that bad in LA. She shared this footage of riders being escorted off of their trains at one of the, if not highest point of the ride. You can clearly see all the twists and turns the track makes on its way to the Aerosmith concert. If you really want to get a great glimpse at the track layout utilized by Disney and Walt Disney Imagineering, you can take a trip over to the Netherlands and stop at Walibi, Holland, a theme park that possesses the Express Platform 13 coaster. The ride uses the exact same track as our beloved Rock and Roller Coaster, but skips out on the building, thus giving us a great glimpse of the route our limo normally takes. Their version of the ride actually has an outstanding storyline after it was rethemed about 8 years ago. Guests enter a regular New York City subway station, and as they progress through the queue, the station gets more and more haunted. Believe it or not, the queue has a jump scare where out of nowhere it looks as if an errant subway car is going to run into the people in line. Finally, guests reach the haunted and abandoned Platform 13, where they board their trains before it rips out of the station. Wow, Rock and Roller Coaster who? Get me the Express. The news about the brand new pay-per-ride FastPass system coming to Disneyland Paris this summer angered pretty much every single person known to man, but it was accompanied by less notable news about the new standby pass system also arriving in Paris. So what's standby pass, you ask? Well, it's the free alternative that essentially tells you to come back at a certain time to ride your favorite ride. Huh. Where have I heard that before? Oh right, it sounds pretty much exactly the same as the regular FastPass system, but now less valuable, considering that people can just pay to go in front of you. Disney says the new system will mean less time for you to wait in line and more time to enjoy strolling around the park, and probably spending more money elsewhere. Anyway, pictures from @PixieDust_B on Twitter showcase that the new standby system is off to a rousing success. Hey. The caption reads, "Welcome to the standby pass drama." You can see the absurd crowd standing in front of Crush's coaster, which is great, but really not worth this. Hopefully this system doesn't come to the US, but I'm not holding my breath. Huge news out of the Walt Disney Company, as the Orlando Business Journal has confirmed that the corporation will be relocating approximately 2,000 jobs from their California headquarters to Lake Nona, which is located in the Orlando area. Similar to Burbank's distance to Disneyland Park, the soon-to-be-built community near Lake Nona isn't exactly around the corner from Walt Disney World. Magic Kingdom sits about 30 miles from where the new offices will be located, while Disneyland Park sits about 39 miles from the current ones. The Orlando Business Journal writes, "Initially, the Disney campus will be home to Imagineers and other professionals, but a specific site in Lake Nona has not been identified. The campus is expected to be a new building, though a size wasn't immediately known. Most of the relocating professional roles will be related to Disney parks." Pretty cool story out of Universal Orlando Resort. The parks will be hosting family members of Team USA athletes as they compete in the Olympics over in Tokyo. Spectators are not allowed to attend the Olympics this year, so Universal is providing those family members with airfare, hotel stay, theme park tickets, and access to a Team USA lounge to watch the games. Good stuff. Monorail service to and from EPCOT is returning tomorrow, July the 18th. The service that brings guests from the Transportation and Ticket Center to the experimental prototype community of Tomorrow had been shut down since March of 2020. Once it opens, guests will be able to board the nearly 8-mile round-trip journey from 1 hour prior to park opening to 1 hour after closing. The news was first reported by Scott Gustin. That's going to do it for another episode of Inside 300 presented by InsideTheMagic.com. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe. Click that bell icon. This way you're notified every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning when we come to you with brand new episodes. I'm your host, Brian Perry. I will see you next time. And as always,
bye-bye.